YPB Group is John Houston. John, good to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you, Andrew.
This deal announced this morning, this MSA with Phytologic, a big bit of news for you. Tell us a bit more about it.
It's a great win for us. There's quite a few brands in this ecosystem, and they were using a very, very large company's solution, and they've decided to move over to YPB's Connect platform. So we're really very pleased about that. And we think that this could be a potentially very, very large customer due to the range of products which they cover. So the Phytologic brand and Phytologic is a very popular brand of product. And also, as mentioned in the MSA and the announcement, it covers the Henry Bloom's pharmacy range. So it could be rather large, but it starts, like all these things, with a group of products that they want to immediately secure with our Connect platform, and we'll be working with them eagerly to build on the volume of that.
So just remind us, as far as the Connect platform, what will you be providing here? What's your service?
So it's a QR code on the product. It's a serialized QR code. It's very powerful because it allows an end user, for example, a user in China, to validate the authenticity of the product. We've proven that to be very robust and very scalable in the pharmaceutical area. And of course, we cover Nature's Care and Nature One Dairy's products as they export to China. But the other thing it does is it gives a really strong customer engagement capability to the brand. And there's also other benefits that maybe are more applicable to local companies stocking local shelves. For example, if every product is serialized, it means that you can do selective recalls, for example, of product if there's a recall issue. But it's a very, very strong and necessary capability these days, because if you sell something in a store in, Parramatta in Sydney, that product could easily end up in Beijing. And so you can't use traditional methods to work out who your customer is. And so it's almost going to become mandatory that companies use this type of platform as we've developed with Connect. And we foresaw this. We were a groundbreaker in this space starting from 2016, and we're just seeing the benefits of that vision and that groundbreaking development that we've done come to fruition now.
And given that you have displaced a market leader here, clearly an endorsement for your product.
A great endorsement, a great endorsement.
And as you see potential scope for expansion across the portfolio here, have you given any indication as to what this may mean for YPB from a financial perspective?
We haven't, and we have to tread quite a fine line here in disclosing, volumes and values, because we don't want the competitors in this space to be able to re-engineer our pricing. And so we tend to try and respect the non-disclosure between the company and ourselves for very good reason.
You've had some news, John, in the last couple of days too, around your disappearing tracer. Just tell us a bit more about this.
So one of the things that maybe investors don't realise is that we have quite a strong and powerful background in tracer technology. I privately funded this company from the very beginning on the basis that we could make an invisible tracer that could help the fight against counterfeit. And as such, I guess 8 years or so ago, 8-9 years ago, there were very few tracers in the market. And we really pioneered that, and we had the vision to develop technologies and patents around that tracer technology. So when the COVID-19 pandemic struck, we thought that we could use our very capable R&D ability to see if we could find a solution to the following problem. If you look at a surface, you don't know if it's been disinfected or not. And so we were able to develop a tracer that you can very easily add to a disinfectant, and you can scan it with a little device such as that which I'm holding up, and very inexpensive device, and you can identify if the surface has been disinfected or not. The tracer very cleverly disappears in about 5 hours, so you can look at a surface and say, well, okay, it needs to be disinfected. And look, it's yet to be proven whether this is an enormous take-up, but one thing I can say is that I think the possibility for revenue and revenue in the short term for this type of product is really, really strong for YPB, because we don't have to get onto production lines, etc., which we have to with our tracers, our anti-counterfeit tracers, and there's an immediate need for this. And even a consumer, an individual, could buy a little sachet of this and put it in their own disinfectant and work out if and when the surface needs to be re-disinfected. And I guess that we all know now that we talk to each other by punching fists, and we operate lift buttons with our keys if we've got them handy. And you know, it's one of those things that where I think the way in which we operate with touching surfaces and cleanliness will be with us for a long time. And this is a great little product that will help consumers and help brands with the fight against viruses.
So at what stage of the commercialization process is this? Are you looking at some trials shortly?
Yes, in fact, so we're shipping product now to a few chosen companies that manufacture in this space, and we're hoping that we can get trials concluded probably in 30 days or so, and that could be really exciting for the company.
Very good. John, appreciate the update. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Andrew.